Hey, what's up, Nerf fans? Fowler here from Blown on Nerf, and welcome to a birthday present build overview, I guess. This is obviously a Stryfe, and this is for a very special Nerfer. His name is Thomas. He's a friend of mine, and he's turning 11, or he turned 11. His birthday party's this weekend, and I wanted to build something cool for him. He came out to one of the Blown on Nerf Club Nerf Wars, absolutely had a blast, and his mom says that he's been talking about talking everything Nerf now, nothing but Nerf. So I just wanted to go over this build with you, what I did, and yeah. But before I do that, I want to give a big shout out to Ryan Ingolstad and Blake Bertram. They helped me get this blaster put together. I started building it and funds ran low, and they donated some stuff so I could get this build done. So a big thank you to Blake and a big thank you to Ryan for helping me get this build completed. So going over the exterior of the blaster first, I sanded the blaster all down except for the grip. I wanted the grip to be gray. I wanted that contrast in the blaster from the blue and the orange and the gray. I just wanted that contrast. I didn't want to paint the handle, so I ended up masking the handle off, and that gave me a little bit of problems, and I'll get to that in a minute. But then I sanded it all down. Did a black vinyl dye base coat, and then this is a Duplicolor metal flake. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was a blue metal flake. I thought it was beautiful, and you can probably kind of see the flake in there. I don't know if the light shines on it good enough. But anyway, it's a blue metal flake. Thomas's mom said his favorite colors are blue and orange, so I was like, well, that's cool. So I did the blue metal flake, and I kept the white and orange parts all just the same. Down here we have a orange Foam Blast rev trigger and an orange Foam Blast magazine release. I thought it looked really well. I really liked the design of both of these. Your finger fits in there really nice and can pop the magazine out really quickly. I really like that. And then I also have an orange Foam Blast voltmeter placement thing. I don't know what to call it. I'm kind of going blank right now. But a place to put the voltmeter right in the jam door, so when the jam door opens, and when you open the jam door, you can see your voltage readout. I always like to put a voltage meter in my blasters, so you know what your voltage is at, and you don't run your LiPo past the point of where you're going to destroy your LiPo. So anyway, moving on to the internals. Oh, I also have a silver thumb screw on the outside, so it's easier to change out your battery instead of using a screwdriver, so that's cool. Another thing I did was I highlighted all the details. The N-Strike Elite I did white, the Nerf I did white, and these are the two best ones. And then on the back I kind of goofed a little. From far away it doesn't look bad, but once you get up to it I really bled over the lines. I was kind of upset about that, but that's the way it goes. And then I did the little detailing up here and up here. And getting back to the masking, I'm kind of jumping all over in this video, sorry. I masked this off so that you could paint it blue, but you can't tell from far away, but up close there was orange all the way around the trigger frame, or the handle, so I had to take some gray model paint as close to the gray as I could find to this gray and just run a line around this. So you didn't see the orange anymore. So that kind of was upsetting, but it turned out okay. There's a few, you can see a few marks on there from the gray paint. It was kind of hard to clean up, but anyway, I'm overall happy with the paint job. I'm not a paint expert by any means, but I think I do okay. I also sanded the Stryfe logo off. Just thought it looked cleaner, sleeker. I was going to put a name on it or something, but I decided not to. So anyway, getting to the internals of this blaster, it's a full rewire 18 gauge silicone wire. I have the jam door wired to the voltmeter, to the stock switch up here. The stock kill switch is all wired into it, so when you do open the jam door, you see the voltage readout on this voltmeter. It is a blue voltage meter. I thought the blue and blue went together. I have a 15 amp Omron micro switch, so really clicky micro switch in there, which is always nice. And the cage is a open flywheel project cage. It's the 43 millimeter one. I have Hooligan flywheels in here and Michelle 2.0 motors. I cannot Michelle 2.0 motors and Hooligan flywheels are my flywheel and motor of choice. I just love them. Don't ask me why. They just work. They perform. They're awesome. And this 3D printed flywheel cage works really well with it. The only thing that I had to do differently was the stock barrel. It does have the spiral rifling to it, and it is too short. So I had extra straight old Stryfe barrel material lying around, so I had to cut a little bit longer piece in order for that to fit, but it works flawlessly, and it shoots all types of darts. I was having a little bit of issue with the flywheels. I didn't get them aligned quite right, and they were whirly-birding Koosh darts, and I didn't want that. I wanted them to be able to fire elite darts, Koosh darts, Accu-Strikes, and waffles, because I wanted this to be a very versatile blaster, so if he goes to any war that has any types of darts, he can use it. Since these are Michelle 2.0 motors, it is running off a 2S LiPo. I'm going to give him one of my 2S LiPos with this blaster. I'm also going to give him one of the Light Take clear 18-round magazines along with the 6-round magazine, so I'll have a little bit more ammo capacity in it. And then I also just took some white lithium grease and lubed up all the trigger mechanism and plastic on plastic parts in there, so the blaster is really smooth and really fast. And overall, I'm very happy with this blaster. If it was my personal blaster, the only thing I would do is add a handle extension. These handle extensions from 3D Printed Solid are just amazing. I really dig them. It makes the handle so much more comfortable. But I didn't put that on here for him. One, he is a young nerfer, so his hand will fit on here very nice. And someday, if he wants to add one, he can always get one and put one on it. The other thing I was going to do a stock, but there's so many different types of stocks out there, I didn't know which one he would like, so he's just going to get the standard Stryfe blaster, and he can add a stock to it later if he wants to. So that's my overview of my Stryfe build for Thomas's birthday. He's turning 11. I really hope he enjoys it. I think he'll get a lot of use out of this blaster, and it'll be a good blaster for pretty much any Nerf war he goes to. It's shooting around 135 feet per second average, so that's pretty good, I think, and pretty standard for the Nerf wars around here anyway. That's the kind of standard I run, is about 135 feet per second at my Nerf wars, or the Blono Nerf Club Nerf wars. So anyway, yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this build. I hope you like it. And look for more builds to come. I'm already working on a few other builds right now, getting ready for the winter. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Once again, a big thank you to Blake Bertram and Ryan Inglestead for donating parts and donating monetary amounts to help me get this build finished. I think it turned out really great, and I think that Thomas is just gonna love this blaster. So thank you all so much for watching. This has been Blono Nerf signing off, saying be super nice to one another, guys. Nerf on. Have a great day. Thank you.